Love hearing that sound. The Bonneville Salt Flats are famous for racing and world record speeds. But right now, the site's popularity is booming.
Yeah, and so much so, some of those longtime racers are having a tough time getting permits to get on the salt. News specialist Mike Anderson joins us to explain why. Mike?
Yeah, Dan, actually, the Bureau of Land Management West Desert Office is getting an exponential increase in the number of permit requests, especially out on the Salt Flats. And because of that, some of those racers are finding that they're having to wait up to 6 months to get a permit.
Speed Week typically happens every year, but finding the perfect time to break a record out here can be elusive.
You want to take advantage of that as much as you can for that year.
Dennis Sullivan, president of the Utah Salt Flats Racing Association, says, in fact, right now the salt is the best it's been in over a decade, thanks to our hot, dry summer. But he says some racers who would like to take advantage of those conditions can't get out there.
It has not been an issue before.
The Bureau of Land Management says right now the flats are extremely popular and permit requests are pouring in for all kinds of events.
We just have increased visitation at the Bonneville Salt Flats as a whole. This year, it's become a very iconic location that's becoming known not only locally, but internationally.
Which is why BLM spokesperson Hannah Lenkowski says people are being asked to apply 6 months in advance. She says it's a policy they've always had, but Sullivan says he hasn't seen it enforced before, not in the more than 30 years that he's been racing.
And to be told that now we can't race later in the year because there's too many people out there seems like that's taken away from what the Bonneville Salt Flats originally started being used for.
Sullivan is not surprised at the increased popularity. He says he's seen the number of people at the Salt Flats double or even triple in the past year. He'd just like to see a better and faster solution.
You have no idea what Mother Nature's going to do to the salt for the next year.
And Sullivan says that his concern is that if people can't get permits, people might try to get out there and test their speeds without one, which can be dangerous. And Lenkowski says really the best thing people can do for now is to get those requests in early and be patient.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of patience. Thanks a lot. Mike Anderson live for us tonight.